Is that out? No, not really. Welcome guys, welcome to this video. It's not going to be a long one. My name's Glenn, this is my channel BitGlen, and I'm just trying to obviously vlog my cryptocurrency journey, what I learn obviously throughout the time that I'm in the cryptocurrency space. Been doing this now for about 7, maybe coming up for 8 months now. Sort of enjoyed my journey really so far, but a few months ago, obviously I discussed about how normally there's a week called a sort of like a conference, if you like, of everyone from the crypto space, which is Consensus. And normally it's an event that lasts for sort of 4 or 5 days, and it generally sparks a lot of interest in cryptocurrency. That's where they announce new projects, new coins. They talk about blockchain as a whole. Obviously it builds up a lot of excitement, a lot of conversation, and remember, we're just in a speculative market, so you know, if you get people excited enough, then the value of it will increase. So generally this has been a good period, a good week for cryptocurrencies to start rising up. And a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people on YouTube are sort of posting videos about, oh, you know, everything's going to go up and everything's going to be like, you know, you're going to make loads of money and 70% gains and stuff like that, which, you know, they could be right. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I hope they're right. Fingers crossed. And even myself, you know, obviously looking back at the data and looking back at obviously the charts over the last few years, Consensus has been a really good week. So you would expect, or you would predict, that this week is going to be the same. We saw obviously the weekends a massive dip. I think from Friday, was it Friday onwards, everything went down. Like everything went down. Like not just a little bit, it was like 15 to 20%, everything. So we saw a lot of value just wiped off of a lot of coin. David's joined in. Oh, actually, there's a few people. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so you have to bear with me. Russell says, hey, Glenn. David says, hi, Glenn. Bro, will BCN decrease? Please say, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry about that. Got 10% discount on my EOS. Nice. I'm actually, based on your recommendation, David, I have actually increased my position in EOS. So I've got about, well, I did have about $800 worth, but then it went down, and that's now gone down to about $400 or $500 worth. But yeah, so Consensus has been generally quite a good week. A lot of people on Twitter and Facebook are all using Consensus as a reason to maybe buy in more. So we had a massive dip just before Consensus, which even I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a good time to buy some cryptocurrencies, because obviously from next week they'll probably go up. Obviously today is Monday, so Consensus, I believe, started either this morning or it would have been yesterday, depending on what time. It's in America, I'm in the UK, so there's like 5 or 6 hour time difference. And so far, from the last time I checked, everything's still dipping a bit. It's dipping from where it was the weekend, which obviously was pretty low. It's dipping even further. Bitcoin will go up to 18 to 35k this year. Wait, please. When will Bitcoin increase? Well, I've no doubt that Bitcoin will go up this year. Obviously, we're just talking about this week, really, short-term wise. What I'm worried about is that a lot of people are going to jump in, and obviously if you like, the wows or the people that are clued up, if you know that everyone's going to buy in over this week, if you have a large position in something, really, you want to wait for the value to increase and then sell off, which obviously is then going to decrease the value of something. So we may see people taking advantage of this news that obviously everything's going to go up this week. That's what everyone's predicting. We had a fee today of 73% on Hashflare. I haven't, do you know what? I haven't checked my Hashflare for about I'm going to say a week. Whenever I checked it with you guys last on my live videos, that's the last time I checked it. I have no idea what I've got in my balance. I probably should check that today, actually. Just for you guys, so you know, my laptop is actually, I haven't got a laptop at the moment, so I'm just using my iPhone. I've just perched it up on the little stand. So I have no laptop, so I can't do my usual videos where I show you guys, which is a shame, because one of the things I wanted to show to you guys today, and I'll share it in the Telegram group. If you're not part of it already, join the Telegram group. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, all that jazz. But yeah, I'll share this image that I'm talking about, and someone's done a, I can't remember the guy on Twitter, but he's done like a comparison each year of consensus. So 2015, 16, 17, and then obviously 18 or something like that. And it shows you in there that the correlation between how many people attended consensus week and how much Bitcoin went up in value that week, and the month leading after it. Now, what was interesting to me is that something that a lot of people are not talking about is that actually the cryptocurrencies don't go up in value that much during consensus. It's normally a month after. So we're then talking about sort of mid-June that potentially Bitcoin may go up in price. Also, another thing to bear in mind is that obviously people are trying to tie the two figures together. So the amount of people that are attending consensus as opposed to how much Bitcoin increases in value. And if you look at that graph, if you've seen that image, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. If not, again, I'll share it in the Telegram group. You can join that group, it's free, and you can view the image if you want and have a discussion about it. What a lot of people are not picking up on is that I think it was 2000, it might be 2016, or the year before, no, it'd be 2015. There was quite a big increase. So I can't remember the exact figures off the top of my head. It was saying like 500 people attended consensus. Bitcoin went up, I don't know, 90% or 100%, something like that. But obviously you're talking about Bitcoin going from, say, $50 to $100, you know. So it's not obviously percentage-wise it's huge, but not huge in terms of value per coin. Then the next year, it actually went lower than the previous year. So the attendance went up by triple. So it was like 1,500. So this would have been 2017 or 2016, sorry. 2016. It was like 1,500 attendees. But then Bitcoin went up 10%. So there was obviously a big drop from where it was the year before. Then the following year, there was like, I don't know, something like 2,500 attendees, and Bitcoin went up something like 500%. Now, what people are looking at that figure, that last year one, and they're saying, right, well, this year there's going to be like between 5,000 to 7,000 people attending, so therefore Bitcoin potentially could go up to, you know, something like 1,500%. Which is a bit misleading, really, because you've got to look at it and say, well, hang on a minute, the year before, the attendance tripled, and it only went up 10%. 10% is still good, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking, I'd love it if Bitcoin went up 10% now, but yeah, it's not the, you know, 1,000% that people may be predicting. So I just wanted to do this video really quickly because it started to irritate me a bit. Everyone sort of posting videos saying, you know, you're going to make hundreds of percent and hundreds of dollars per day, and oh yeah, this has gone up. So I just wanted people to be a bit careful. Obviously this channel was designed for the average Joe. I'm an average Joe. You watching it, maybe you're an average Joe. I'm not doing this for major investors and you know, just people that are looking to get into the space that maybe don't have a clue. And I'd hate for someone who didn't understand what was going on to just say, oh, I've been told by this YouTuber or someone that Bitcoin's going to go up 25% this week. Oh, I better buy some now, and go all in and lose all their life savings or something like that. You know, you hear those sort of stories. Now, if it does go up loads, then they'll be watching this video saying, Glenn, you're a dickhead, you made me miss out on a great opportunity. But I just want people to be a bit cautious, really, because if enough people tell you something's going to go up in value, or this is a sure thing, or you know, we're going to make so much money off this, the chances are it's too good to be true, and the chances are you're going to lose out because you're the last in the chain. Obviously I'm the last in the chain, you know. I'm in the same boat as you guys. So obviously I've already invested in my cryptocurrency. I won't be putting in any more from fiat money into Bitcoin, just because I haven't got any. I probably would if I had some, just because obviously I have a vested interest in to share with you guys Bitcoin journey. But I don't know. I don't know. There's something niggling in my mind. I brought it up the other day in my live video. You may not have watched it, but there's just something in the back of my mind that says, if it's that obvious, if everyone is saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies is all, so altcoins, Bitcoin, everything's going to go up, you know, even if it was like 20%, you're going to have big investors think, oh, hang on a minute, if I invest my 1.2 million into, you know, Bitcoin this week, give it 30 days, going to go up 20%. They're going to jump on that chance, but then inherently they're going to, obviously once they've got those big gains, they're going to sell, they're going to cash out, and that's probably the right, you know, that's the right thing to do. They're not thinking, oh yeah, I want to invest in Bitcoin for the future. They're thinking, I want 20% this month. So, you know, to me that would say that if there's enough news going around saying that there's going to be this massive influx of money into cryptocurrency, I would then start to think, okay, maybe there's going to be a big sell-off. All these investors are going to come in and say, well, actually, look, I've made my 10%. That's better than I would have got investing in Apple for the year, or whatever, you know, oil or gold. And I've just made it in 30 days. So obviously that's going to leave the person who invests, you know, their $1,000 or 10,000, the average Joe person, with like maybe one day checking your stocks and your portfolio, and you may think, oh, hang on a minute, like I did the other day, shit, I've just lost $1,000. Now that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but when you've only got $2,000 invested in something, that's 50% of all your money. So I would just say, just be cautious. Don't invest, don't spend what you're willing to lose. Any money you put in cryptocurrency today, it has to be a sum of money that you're willing to wake up tomorrow and think, oh, I've just lost that. Whatever that figure is in your mind and in your pocket and in your wallet, that's the amount you shouldn't go past. If you start investing more than that and you think, fuck, I've lost all my money, there's no guarantee that it will go up next month. There's no guarantee it will go up this year. Obviously, as people in the cryptocurrency space, it's my belief, just my belief, that, and same with David's commenting loads, all talking about EOS. My Telegram name is John Legend. I'm a Joe. What was it? Sorry, I'm reading backwards. Bitcoin has to go up. If you know Satoshi and all he has written, you have to know it. I'm a Joe. I have since yesterday Telegram. My Telegram group is John Legend. I'll check that out, David. It's an EOS journey. I'm all in on EOS. So yeah, I've got this investment in EOS. There's a couple things going on. Obviously, I wouldn't withdraw the money that I have at the minute. The money that I have in cryptocurrency is I would just, regardless of whether it was going to go up or down this week, I'd leave it in there. Even if it was going to go down, I'd probably maybe convert it to Bitcoin, or I might convert it into, on Coinbase, convert it back to British pounds, but then I'd buy back in once it dipped hard enough. But yeah, I'm sort of in on it, and I'm just going to leave it as it is. But I'm talking about the people that maybe are thinking about getting into cryptocurrency. If you're that person, if you're watching my video somehow, I mean, I'm not a huge YouTuber, but if you're watching my video somehow, don't go all in. Don't max out your credit card. Don't get a loan. Just, you know, play it cautious. If you put $100 in and it goes up 100%, you've got $200. But you know, you don't want to be putting in $100 if that's all you've got, and then it goes down to $30, and you think, fuck, I need that to cover the bills next month, or you know, now I'm maxed out. That's my message, because something in my mind isn't sitting right, and couple of times I was talking, well, I was watching JMS Vlogs. He done a live video, which was quite refreshing to see. It was actually probably the first live video that I've taken part in where I've just been a watcher, a viewer, not actually doing the live video. I've never really watched a live video before that, and not one that you could actually comment on and someone actually read your comments. I thought it was quite, I can see why you guys like obviously saying my videos, because obviously I try and respond to every comment that you guys make. But it's quite interesting to watch someone live comment something and they read it and then respond back to you straight away, which I thought was quite good. That's why I always tried to make it important to me to make comment on every one of your comments. But obviously if this YouTube channel became big enough, I wouldn't be able to do that. It would just take like 10 hours just for one video. Trust me, I manage the money of... Trust me, I manage money off the Freemason in Germany and I work for a bank. David's excited about the EOS. So he's talking about EOS. If you don't know what EOS is, check out my video. I've done one. I can't link it here, but on my YouTube channel, click subscribe or just check out my videos. And I've done a video saying what is EOS. EOS you can't lose. I wouldn't say that, David. Got to be careful what you say there, because you could. The reason David's getting so excited is because EOS have one of the only ICOs that have lasted 365 days. Rather than it just running a month, it's actually been running for a whole year. And that comes to an end very shortly, as well as obviously the consensus week going on. So there's a couple of building momentums there that you would assume is going to propel EOS to a higher level. So I would like to see sort of all-time highs. It's 350 periods of 23 hours. So I'm hoping that EOS obviously goes past its all-time high. We'll see what happens once the ICO finishes. David, what's the exact date? Was it June the 1st, which is only in about a week and a half, 2 weeks time, I think. I can't remember the exact date when it finishes its ICO, but if EOS can do what it says it's going to do, then yeah, it's going to be on the back heels of Ethereum straight away. Bogdan says, hey, welcome back at glen. Welcome, thanks for joining the video. I felt a bit, not bad, but JMS obviously done his live video, and I posted in the Telegram group saying, oh my God, because I was genuinely quite excited. I was like, oh my God, he just mentioned Team glen on his video, and then all of a sudden, you guys, obviously from the Telegram group, joined in with his video and started commenting saying, Team glen, Team glen. I felt like we were taking over his video, and obviously he was trying to talk about serious stuff with mining, and we started having a bit of banter on there. So yeah, it was good. It was really good to watch that, actually. So yeah, just be careful, be cautious about consensus. Like I say, if you go back and if you join my Telegram group, you'll see that image that I'm going to share on there. I'll do it as soon as I finish this video. And you'll see that obviously, like, last year was a massive year in the week or the month after consensus. But if you look back at the year before, it wasn't as big. So there's no guarantee that the amount of people attending consensus is going to relate to obviously the value of Bitcoin. Another image that I've seen recently is someone's done 2 graphs, or no, it might have been 3. I think 3 graphs all put together, showing obviously the price of Bitcoin. You know, the same graph that you could view on CoinMarketCap website, and it showed you what the market was doing leading up to consensus in 2016, in 2017, and then this year. And generally, the 2 last years were sort of really steady rises. There were dips, don't get me wrong, but they were generally steady rises. So if the graph was over here, I'm looking at my reflection. If the graph was over here, you generally saw it sort of going all the way up, you know, before consensus. But if you looked at this year's one, 2018, it was like, so this year is different to the other years. There's no doubt about that. And I would like, you know, I would like to think that people are careful and cautious leading into this week, but it seems like a lot of the YouTubers obviously and people on Twitter Instagram. Obviously, they're going after clickbait. They're going after, they want your views. They want you to click on their videos. So they're posting what you want to see. They're posting, you know, you're going to make 100% gain this week. I don't really want to do that on this channel. It's not saying that I'm interested in doing, because if I honestly believe in my heart, like if I think myself something's not right here, I'm going to say it on video to you guys, and then you guys can slate me after. Feel free, if Bitcoin goes up 500% next week, I will happily take everyone saying, see, we were right, you were wrong. I'll happily take that, because I'll be sitting there going, oh no, I was wrong. So yeah, I just thought I'd say that. What do you guys think about Consensus Week? Is there anything really exciting? Something that I noticed, what was it? Ledger posted on Twitter today saying we have a new product to be revealed at Consensus Week, and I thought, oh, I hope they bring out a ledger-nano S type thing, you know, like a hard wallet. That's like really easy to use, and it accepts every single currency, and it does all ERC20 tokens, and you can use it on more than just Google Chrome. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could be just a minor update, but I would like to see a wallet. I'm really excited about Ethos releasing their obviously their software wallet. So I keep getting emails saying this airdrop is part of Ethos and you're going to receive it if you register for it. I joined the Telegram group, and I've typed up a big message saying, you know, like, so what you're saying is if we pre-register for a wallet, you know, we just give our name, address, email address, and what iOS or Android, then we're all going to receive this wallet with free tokens in it, you know. And I don't know, saying again, something in there doesn't sit right with me. It'd be great if they did. I'd love to just download an app and all of a sudden I've got about $50 worth of different cryptocurrencies. That would be awesome. That'd be like the most popular app ever. But I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it, because some of them coins that have had airdrops were like months ago, and they've gone up and down in price since then. So they could be worth X, Y, and Z. I don't know how many, obviously, they're going to give everyone. But yeah, just, I'm not. Anyway, I typed a long message in their Telegram, and as soon as I clicked send, it popped up and then it got removed. So I thought, oh, that's a bit suspect. Maybe they have to review every comment. But then other people were commenting like just general crap on their Telegram group. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that Ethos. Again, I haven't really got much in Ethos, so we'll just see what happens once the app comes out. But if they're giving away free money, then that's going to be a very popular app. I got 230k EOS DAC token for free. Nice. Every advertisement about ICO is a trap. EOS never did an advertisement. Live Consensus. Yeah, I mean EOS, sorry. They are doing things differently, and I like that. You know, if everyone just does the same thing, it's just boring. But they're doing something different. You've got to think, if they have, David, got, and we don't know this yet, if EOS, what's the difference between EOS and EOS DAC? Equals 21 cent. If I paid minimum 45 cent, if EOS comes out and it can do decentralized apps and it can do security tokens and ICOs and they need to actually, people need to start developing on it. If that can happen, then I can't, and it runs and operates faster than Ethereum does at the moment. I can imagine it being a very popular app, and you've got to look at, say, Neo. Neo has a couple of projects running on it, and what's that worth at the minute? It's saying like $70, and I think at one time it was worth about $150 off the top of my head. So you got to think at the minute EOS at, what is it, $17? I think is still a bargain, hence why I bought in. But we'll see. We don't know. We will see. I think it may be something where when it goes live, it has a big pump and then it dips down a bit. And then once projects start to roll out on it and start developing on it, then it will increase. So we'll see. Bogdan 17, right now it's $13.50. Is it? Like I can't, it's a shame, I can't do anything. All I'm doing is just looking at my own reflection. So I can't actually click on the app while I'm live to you guys and check. But yeah, everything seems down at the minute, which is odd. Just really odd. Like, you know, to me, if everyone was, all this news is going about that there's going to be this big increase in value in cryptocurrency over the next couple of weeks, and everything's dropping. I don't get it. Like, if you were so sure that something was going to go up in value, why is it dropping? Airdrop for EOS.com. So yeah, just something isn't sitting right in my mind, and I'm not sure. And if I'm not sure, then really I shouldn't invest. But I suppose just another week in cryptocurrency. So that's really it from me, guys. I just thought I'd do a quick video. Maybe I'll do one later on tonight. Prices of things may fluctuate quite a bit by then. I noticed Envian. I know a lot of you that watch my videos obviously invested in Envian, or used to be. And they went down to 26 cents. Oh, and that was another thing. So I read an article today on Medium. I did share it again in my Telegram group. I shared it this morning, and it was the CEO of Hydromine. I can't remember her name, but I remember her being in the videos for the ICO stage of it. And apparently, since they've gone live, they've only managed to Hydrominer. This is. They've only been able to see profits of about 24%. And she said, and she broke down, like, this is how much on average you'll get an ASIC miner for. This is how much mining costs. This is how much our electricity is. This is how much it is to run the business. This is how much we pay ourselves a wage. Blah, 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 blah. Time you take all of that into consideration, we're only operating at a 24% profit margin. So I don't understand how some of these ICOs, and I assume she's obviously having a dig at Envian, how they're managing to quote 161% return on investment. So she was saying that this figure is completely unachievable, and something else that they brought up was, saying that I brought up when they first released their white paper, was they were saying, you know, if you have 161% invested, and say you have, I think the example they used was like $10,000. Obviously, 161% on that over the course of a year is going to be, I don't know, like probably $1,610 profit within the year. Or you add that onto your original investment, now you've got $2,661. You do 161 on that the following year, and it goes up and up and up, and it starts to multiply. And she was saying, look, if you invest that amount within 10 years, they'll be paying you within the course of the year something like $14 million, which is saying I brought up with you guys. You know, you guys all were laughing at me because I was saying, what, this I put in like $3,000. So I was thinking, so does that mean I'm going to start receiving, it was saying like within 30 years, 27 million a year. And I was thinking, what, you know, where'd they get these figures from? But that is the 161 multiplied by how many years there are. So, you know, you got to take what they say with a pinch of salt. And it does make me worry, actually, Envian. I don't know, I'm finding it really hard to get excited about anything about Envian at the minute. Just anything cloud mining or mining in general. I mean, obviously watching that video with John McAfee and other people, and they were saying how much it's going to cost to mine over the next coming years, how much it's going to cost to mine the last Bitcoin. It just makes me think, you know, us on the ground level, there's no chance really to make profit, which is a shame because I know a lot of you that started this journey with me obviously watched me for obviously mining videos or tips about mining, cloud mining, but I just don't see it. Everything that I touch, anything to do with mining either seems to be a scam or it doesn't pay you out what it says it's going to pay you out. Obviously, since I've got involved, Bitcoin's gone down half in value, in price, but then the difficulty has risen. So there's like a double whammy effect going on at the minute of unprofitability. But saying that, it could all turn around. That 161 return on investment could be achievable. I mean, especially now, if you're buying the tokens for 26 cents, as long as they paid you back like 56 cents, I think, per token each year, then yeah, it will be 161% return on investment. And that could come at a time where Envian finally start to mine properly and kick off, as well as the price of Bitcoin going up faster than the difficulty is rising. So someone also done another article about how Bitcoin should be the value of what it costs to mine it. So if it costs me on average, $2,000 to mine one Bitcoin through cloud mining or hardware mining, then in theory that Bitcoin should be worth a value of $2,000. But I mean, if you look at mining at the moment, you've got to take into account how long it takes to get to that one Bitcoin. So some of the calculations I've done, even with an Antminer S9, it would take you like a year and a half just to mine one Bitcoin, and then you've got to take all your electricity costs out for that year, plus the cost of the miner, any transaction fees. So I thought that was quite an interesting read. So there should be obviously a floor level of what Bitcoin is worth, but obviously that hasn't really, I don't think that's really come into effect yet. I don't think it cost $6,000 to, which was the lowest Bitcoin's been down to. I don't think Bitcoin, it costs $6,000 to mine one. So we're well over what it costs to mine a Bitcoin. So there is a return on investment there. It is available and it is achievable, but the conditions need to be right and the price of Bitcoin needs to be right versus hardware costs and electricity costs. Whether Envian obviously can solve that, obviously will make them very desirable. So even though I'm saying this, sounding negative towards them this time of year, this month, we could be looking at November, December time, everyone trying to get their hands on Envian tokens for $10, let's say, because they're thinking, oh, this is going to generate so much. Depending on the price of Bitcoin, all depends, or Ethereum, or EOS. Or whatever coins are mineable, actually. Probably not EOS because it's not a mineable coin, I don't think. But yeah, at this point in time, it's very difficult for me to get sort of like really excited and pumped up about anything to do with mining. I haven't even checked my Hashflare account recently. Obviously, I will. I know roughly that I should hit their minimum withdrawal limit in about 2.5 weeks' time. So I'll check it maybe in a week's time. I'll probably check it tonight. Now that you guys have brought it up, made me realise I haven't checked it. Who have we got in the chat? So still David's loving it. I told you Envian was a scam. I don't know if they're a scam. It's just whether I think the market conditions are maybe not as good as what they once were, and whether maybe they've got to retract their statements and their predictions. But we'll see. I mined since 2011. And only had BTC, Ether and EOS. This is wrong way to think about mining. In Venezuela is 1 Bitcoin equals 500 euros electricity, but average is 4 to 5k. And the hardware needs to get changed quickly. They charge minimum of 0.03. Yes, so I think I'm going to hit the 0.03 probably in the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, depending on obviously the difficulty goes. A Stray for Time says, hello, thanks for joining, mate. it will be a scam if they lost all. So the last thing I remember reading is that currently Envian as a company or as a project is being funded by their main, either their CEO or someone high up in management. And if it wasn't for his own personal funding, it wouldn't be moving at all. So I think it's running really slow at the minute. And apparently the people that are holding on to this 100 million that they raised, they're not going to release the funds to Envian until certain criteria is met, or I don't know, unless they have to prove something first. I'm not actually sure what's going on with them. I would love to know. But anyway, that's Envian. What else can we talk about? What else is on Glen's mind over the last coming days? So I was away actually most of the weekend. That's hence why you haven't had a video from me, and I haven't really been active on the Telegram group. I was at Legoland most of the day. Took about 3.5 hours to drive home. It absolutely hammered it down in the UK. It was raining most of the day. Then we had a family photo shoot on the Sunday, and then we went for a meal for my wife because it was her birthday with her side of the family. And I didn't get back till late, and then I had to drop my kids off with my ex-wife. And then it got to about 8 o'clock and I was so tired, like so tired. I thought, oh, I'll do a live video talking about the big, prices of the cryptocurrencies, and I was so tired I would have fell asleep in the video again. It's always raining in the UK. Yes, it seems that way. We did have 2 days of sunshine. A Stray for Time says, either way you don't have any right. Either way you don't have any right. What do you mean by that, Stray for a Time? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So yes, you haven't had a video from me, but I did upload the last video that I managed to edit on my laptop, which was the Litecoin video. Obviously, I'm trying to do a vlog, a playlist of the top 100 cryptocurrencies. Stray for Time says, Envian. You don't have a right, Envian. Not sure what you mean there, sorry. You might have to explain a bit better. It might be me being slow today, but I noticed there's a few of you watching, but only 3 likes. No one's liking what I'm saying. I did think when I started creating the thumbnail for this video, oh, this is going to be an unpopular, everyone's going to say, Glen, you're fudding and you're creating bad press for cryptocurrency. I'm not really into creating good or bad press. Oh, you don't have any. No, I've sold my Envian. I sold it at what was it, 30? Obviously I had it when it was worth about 50 cents. Then they released that update that they done, and it dropped, and I sold it. I actually predicted that the price would go down to 28 cents. I sold at 35 or 36 cents. Obviously I've lost a load of money on it, well, half my money I suppose, because I bought them at 70 cents. So I've lost money in it, but I put it into other projects like EOS and Z Classic, which I hope will go up in value over the next 3 months. EOS and Z Classic to me are coins that I'll probably hold on till August, September time. And at that sort of time, hopefully, Envian would have had everything put together, and we will see what sort of payouts they will be giving. You will recover with Eon. David's so sure. He's so sure. That's his opinion. Make sure you do your own research. Yeah, so I knew this topic would be unpopular, but I just don't want the average person, like I say, the average Joe, to jump in all in during this consensus week and think, yes, I'm going to double my money and then I'll cash out, because I don't know if it's going to be as easy as that. There is a lot of obviously backing from a lot of people that I respect in cryptocurrency. So one of them being Thomas Lee from Fundstrat. He has said that he believes Bitcoin will be will have a bull run after consensus for the next few months. And he's someone that I've always listened to and respected, and his price predictions don't seem too out there. You know, they're not like 1 million by next year. It's more down to earth, sort of like he's saying, you know, we believe Bitcoin to be worth 36k, I think, by the end of this year or beginning of next year, something like that. I can't remember. Which I think is an honest. That I said that probably 6 months ago. I said, oh, I reckon by the end of 2018, Bitcoin could be worth 30k, 35k. So obviously he's got a lot more technical analysis and data than I've got. I'm just like literally, you know, just giving my honest opinion, checking the wind. So that's it really from me, guys. I don't want to go on too long. This was just going to be a quick video, but you guys always manage to keep me talking. So I'll probably do another video maybe tonight, if not tomorrow. I know during the days my live videos are not as popular because everyone's at work and stuff like that. But again, I just wanted to give my honest opinion while I was thinking it. I can't wait to hear what's coming out of Consensus. I already watched one video of, it wasn't actually Consensus, it was Ian Bellina. He was doing like an ICO 1 minute. You get 1 minute to promote your ICO on stage with him. And there was like a countdown clock, and basically people were going up there going, our ICO's this and this, and this guy killed it. Like there was this one guy, and I think the app is called, I'm gonna say Stalker, if not it was something like that, Stelker or something like that. But he basically went up and said, he pretty much said everything that everyone wants to hear in cryptocurrency. We can do 10 million transactions per second. You can run all your decentralized apps. You can do this, do that. And he was like, I've got a projector in my pocket. You know, if you want to meet me after this minute presentation, come meet me and I'll project it onto a wall for you and I'll show you what our project is. And everyone started clapping and talking about it. It was really interesting actually. So I'm looking forward to crypto, what they call Magical Crypto Friends. They're going to do a live video, I think, or recorded video at Consensus. Like I say, Ledger have said that they're going to release a new product, so I know that much at least so far. I might do another video again tonight actually, because obviously I'm sort of 5 or 6 hours ahead of New York. So for them, it's still early morning. So give it probably like midnight tonight or 11 o'clock tonight. I'll know a lot more than I do now with what's going on over there. And I was thinking I'd love to be there. Like I would love to report for you guys what's going on and just give my honest opinion. You know, I could stand there and watch someone present to me some project or something, and I'll stand there at the end of it. I'll make my mind up and be like, nah, it was a load of shit, that was. And that'll be BitGlen's official review for that product. But yeah, maybe next year, I was thinking maybe next year I will fly out to New York, and if I'm still obviously around, you guys still want me to keep doing cryptocurrency videos, then I'll go out there and maybe do it. I know there's other conferences throughout the year. I'm going to Japan later this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I know they have a cryptocurrency sort of conference out there. So we'll see. Don't forget to, 10 people watching at the minute, only 3 people, 12 now, only 3 people have liked this video. Just on a side note, I noticed that my subscribers, I don't know what I've done in the last few days, maybe it's because I'm not posting videos as regularly as normal, but my subscriber base went down by about 5. So I lost about 5 people over the weekend. So maybe it's because they thought, oh, Glen hasn't posted anything all weekend, fuck him. Fuck his videos. So yeah, my subscribers went down oddly enough, but if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. We'll have these cryptocurrency chats, and I'll try and update you guys with the latest news and tech that's coming out of cryptocurrency and just my honest opinions. You always get my honest opinion. I was watching, who else have I... I'm just babbling on about things that are on my mind. Crypto Bobby posted a link about being careful in the week of Consensus. Obviously, there's a lot of news and announcements that come out, and he was saying, I get asked every week to review some sort of ICO for like 25 grand to either mention it on Twitter or on YouTube. So in that respect, be careful with who you listen to, because you may think that you're watching a YouTuber or following someone on Twitter, and if they're talking about ICOs, there's probably a high chance they're getting paid to mention something about it. And you know, you have to take what they say with a pinch of salt, do your own research, maybe check out the white paper yourself, make sure you... I know that's quite a cheesy common saying in cryptocurrency at the minute, but doing your own research and making your own mind up, that's the only way you're ever going to really be like, yes, if you go in on something just because some guy told you to, you know, if you... For me, for example, obviously a lot of you found my videos through talking about Envying, and obviously, as we know, to this day, I've lost half my money on Envying, so that's... You know, you can take that as, yeah, Glenn is being honest here. But, you know, if you listen to some YouTubers and they're talking about projects, and then they sometimes slip up like, I haven't actually got any Substratum at the minute, or I haven't got any of Litecoin or something like that. But, you know, yeah, it's a really good project. And that makes me think, oh, are they being paid to say that? They haven't actually invested in it in themselves. So, yeah, a bit controversial. So... anyway, that's it from me, guys. Let me just do a final check, 'cause I saw a few comments pop up really quickly then. Buy more EOS. I sent you an email, Glenn, but I didn't get any answer. I don't think I've received an email from you, David, so sorry about that. I haven't... maybe send one again to me today and I'll reply back today. I've got a pretty quiet day today, actually. Fryer says, hey, Glenn, did not expect you to come online for another week and took a nap. How is your portfolio doing? Did you sell off before... Oh, message deleted by BitGlen. The user's messages... Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry. Unhide user from this channel. Oh. Oh. Sorry, Fryer. On my iPhone, I didn't... If you literally double tap the comments, it blocks you. I didn't know that. What was you saying? My portfolio is looking pretty shit, to be honest. It's still about $1,000 down. Yes, that's the right email, David. It's still about $1,000 down from where it was, obviously, a couple of weeks ago. So at $1,600 worth. I think at one point the other day, Z Classic, I went to bed and Z Classic was the biggest gainer. It was up like 5 or 6% that day, and I thought, yes, Z Classic's on its way back up. It went from like $12.50 to like, I don't know, $13.50. Saying I can't remember the exact figures. And then when I woke up, I went to sleep, woke up, and it was the biggest loser. Everything else went up. Z Classic tanked. So I was like, what is going on with this coin? I don't get it. I just don't get it sometimes. Maybe watch in spam filter. I sent it from official bank email account. Oh, maybe. I'll have a check for you, mate, later. So yeah, big German bank. Big German bank. Yeah, so that's it really, guys. I suppose that's all I've got to say. I'll do a video again later, and we'll talk about some of the things that have come out of consensus. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Still got 10 viewers, but only 5 likes, so half of you must not like my content. I'll see you guys later on the next video. Big Glen. Bye.